If you clicked on this video, chances are you're struggling with your fitness, you're struggling with women, you have the desire to want to improve, to want to make something out of yourself, to become your best self, but you just don't know how to build that physique that'll make you proud. Lucky for you, if you follow the 5 steps I'm going to cover in this video, you will build a physique that makes you much more confident and much more attractive to women. But first, you just have to buy my course for $997. The link is in the description. I'm just kidding, bro. Now, I'll make videos all the time on like, oh, how to build an attractive physique, how to get in better shape, how to go talk to girls, and I'll see all these comments of guys saying things like, girls actually don't care about muscles. Girls don't care about fitness. Okay, if that's what you think, you've clearly never gotten in shape before. You've clearly never actually built the physique before. Because it's actually insane how much more attention you get, how much more attraction you get from women, how many more opportunities it gives you when you do get in the best shape of your life, when you do get a 6-pack, when you get jacked. Plus, there's evidence in psychology that women are attracted to a V-taper shaped body, so if you disagree with me, you can go argue with a wall. So anyways, here are the 5 steps. Number 1, you have to get the right routine. If you do not have a workout routine in place, you're going to be like a blind squirrel trying to find a nut. And now you're like, okay, well, what's the perfect workout routine? Honestly, it really does not matter, because you hear some people say, oh, you should do the Arnold split. Oh, you should do push-pull legs. Oh, you should do full body. It really does not matter that much. What's more important than the actual split itself is the fact that you're going consistently. The fact that you do a split that actually allows you to achieve your goals. And yeah, for some people, one might be slightly better than the other, so you can experiment with different ones and find out what split you like the most. But the truth is, you should just pick one that you find appealing, that you're going to enjoy doing, so you'll do it consistently. And also, chances are when you first started lifting, you probably took like a weightlifting class where you were taught to do like 4x3, power cleans, squats. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing those lifts, but doing those lifts is going to make you get a physique that looks like this. And chances are, if you're watching this video, like, you don't want to be a power lifter. There's nothing wrong with doing powerlifting, so if you're a power lifter, don't get offended. I'm not making fun of you. That's just not the optimal style of workout to build an aesthetic physique. What you should do instead is do isolated movements in sets of 8 to 12 where you're really getting your muscles into hypertrophy so you can build the most muscle possible. And if you're like confused and you have, okay, I don't even know where to start, DM me the word workout on Instagram and I will send you my workout routine for completely free. So that's my gift to you. Now, step 2, you have to train hard. During the whole time from like my senior year of high school to my sophomore year of college, I hit a plateau where I was not making any gains, because the first 2 years I was training, I was making a ton of gains because I was getting my noob gains. But I hit a plateau and I wondered like, well, why am I not making any gains? And what I didn't realize, and this is a mistake that you're gonna have to avoid, is that you have to train hard. You have to consistently be doing heavier weights or doing more reps, because I would just show up, do the same weights every day, do the same exercise, and wonder like, well, why am I not making any gains? Well, bro, newsflash, if you never actually increase the weight you're doing, if you never actually increase the reps you're doing, your muscles aren't going to grow, because your muscles have to be stimulated in order to grow. And if you just do the same thing over and over again, your muscles aren't going to stop getting stimulated. So what you need to do is don't be the guy who just shows up to the gym, does the same exact weight every time, is just comfortable. Oh yeah, I'm going to train until I feel a little burn. No, what you need to do is you need to like stop being a little and you need to train till failure. So my best advice to you would be on the lifts where you can safely train to failure, things like bicep curls, tricep extensions, train hard. Do not leave anything in the tank, because the truth is, some guys, they wonder why they don't make gains. It's because they're not training hard enough. So if you want to make gains, if you want to get stronger, you have to train hard. And it might be uncomfortable, it might hurt, but it's what's going to be best for your future and for your workouts. Now, step 3, you need to lock in your diet and other self-improvement habits. So often I'll talk to people and they'll be like, you know, I'm going to the gym consistently, but I just haven't been making any gains. And it's usually either that last one that we talked about, which is where they're just not training hard enough, or it's this step right here. They're not locking in the other things. Yeah, you can go to the gym, you can train hard, but if you're staying up till 2 a.m. every night playing video games, you're eating McDonald's, you're eating like shit, you're not going to make any gains. You have to lock in these other habits. So what does this look like? Well, you find a diet that you can stick to that's healthy. And what exactly does a healthy diet look like? Because you see some people say carnivore diet, keto diet, and it's like none of that really matters. The only thing that matters for a diet is that you eat whole foods that are healthy. For example, like let's say you look at the back of a package on chicken strips. It's going to have a bunch of weird ingredients in there. Whereas if you look at just chicken breast, like chicken you buy from the store out of a package, it's literally just chicken. Or if you look at like the ingredients on cereal, right? There's a bunch of crap in there, sugar, a bunch of weird stuff. Instead of eating cereal for breakfast, eat eggs. So that's what you need to do. Just eat whole foods. And also, when you're on your diet, make sure you know what your goals are, right? Because for everyone, their calorie intake is going to be different. If you're skinny and you need to put on weight, you're going to have to bulk. You're going to have to eat in a 500 calorie surplus. If you're overweight, well, you're going to need to eat in a calorie deficit. So first you can lose the weight and then build muscle. And then also lock in other habits. Be healthy, live a healthy lifestyle, go outside, go get sunlight. Like, don't be a guy who just sits inside all day and doesn't do anything. Be healthy, be active, meditate, journal, fix your mental health, and lock in all the other habits outside of the gym. The fourth thing you need to have is you need to have long-term thinking. Where a lot of people mess up is they go to the gym and they say, oh, I'm going to go on a 75 hard challenge. Oh, I'm going to go to the gym 2 days a week, every single day for the next 2 months. But when you think in the short term, when you have the mindset that I'm going to make as much progress in 2 months as possible, you're going to get burnt out because you're not going to make that much progress. It takes time to see progress. Like, no matter how hard you train, no matter how on it you are, it's going to take time. And if you have this like any benefit, quick gains mindset, this instant gratification mindset, you're not going to make progress in the long term because you're not going to see any gains and you're going to give up. So instead of being the guy who says to himself, I'm going to get as in shape in 2 months as possible, be the guy who says, you know what? I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to go 4 days a week for the rest of my life. And if I do that, if I stay consistent, I'm going to make progress. Because if I train hard, if I eat clean, and I do the right things, I'm going to make gains. And yeah, it might not happen overnight. It's going to take time, but that is the main thing that I love about fitness. Fitness is the ultimate test of your ability to delay gratification, to do what is best for your future self. So are you going to be the guy who gives up after a couple weeks because he's not seeing progress? Or are you going to be the guy who sticks it out for the long run, who stays in it, who doesn't give up, who doesn't quit? Whatever you do, the choice is yours. I'll see you for the next video, bro.